my love, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you all how to design a natural baby hair curls on a straight hair. I know you will love it. Let's go straight into the video. Let's talk about the materials you will be needing in today's tutorial. So the first one is already ventilated closure. So this hair, we are using a straight hair. This closure is ventilated by me and it's a 6x6 closure. So you can check my page for more of my ventilation work. So the second materials we're going to be needing for this tutorial is a coily hair, and we are using this woman hair raw peasy for the coils. And another materials we're going to be needing is a ventilating pin. So you want to grab your ventilating pin. So this is how a ventilating pin is looking like. So this one pick 2 to 3 strand. You can use the one that pick 3 to 4. You can use the one that pick 1 to 2 strand. It all depends on how you were able to make use of the pin. So another materials you're going to be needing is measurement, which is not really important because it has been drafted already. So for the hairline, if you want to watch the hairline videos, how I draft my hairline, you can check some of my videos here on YouTube. So another materials you want to grab is your T-pin. So this is the T-pin I'm going to be using securing the lace and on the canvas. So another materials we're going to be needing is our scissors. So this is my scissors. This is what I'm going to be using in today's tutorial. So all you want to know now is to get your canvas head. Also, if you don't have a canvas head, you can use a mannequin head. So let's go straight to the patterns I'm going to be needing for. I'm going to be using today's tutorial. So I'm going to be using the irregular patterns or vertical diagonal patterns using in between method. I know this might sound as a big grammar. No, it doesn't sound as a big grammar actually. So for those of you that want to learn more about ventilation, this is an opportunity for you to gift yourself our online classes, a very detailed ones. It teaches you everything basically on air ventilation, the patterns on ventilation, the knotting techniques. But if you are a ventilator already, then you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to be using the double split method. Yes, double split method, because we don't want something that will ruin our client's hair immediately after they bleach the hair or bleach the knot. So we're going for double split. We're going to be prepping this coiling hair for the customization. I'm going to be cutting the hair from the bundle and remove any short strand. So you have something like this. It is advisable to work with something smaller. So that's why I do tell my students that you have to cut something smaller, because you don't want to waste the client's hair. It's a raw hair and I don't want to waste it. So you're going to be folding the hair into two ends. One will be long and you have one long ends and short. Then you can start ventilating with this. So the reason why you have to do this is because you want something that will because we want to have one long end and short neck. So watch me. So this is my canvas. All you have to do now is to find a very suitable position where you can place your canvas head, and you can see me in this video. This is what actually I'm doing now. So I'm just going to be prepping my materials for the ventilation. So all I want to do now is I do use this blue nylon. Some people call it bucket in their area. So this is the blue nylon. Is just for visibility. There is nothing more. So some people use paper, but this is what I like to use because it makes my work more visible. So all you have to do now is to bring in your closure. That's the 5x5, the 6x6 closure I mean, and you bring your pin, you secure it very well, and yeah, that is how you prep your hair. Once you see that the thing is balanced very well, then you are good for your ventilation. So like I said earlier, you have to fold into 2 and you start your ventilation. So this side you need to be very careful, and since the client is not as if the client wants it to be very tiny, so you're picking like 2 to 3 strand in this area, not 1 strand. So you're picking 2 to 3 strand, even 2 to 3. Yeah, 2 to 3. You can make the 3 to be much more than the 1. Maybe when you're getting to the last line, you can now start picking 1 strand. Okay, so you're picking 2 strand. Even for the end band, you can just pick 2. I don't pick 1 here because the clients want the hairline, the coils to be full, and she'll be the one to be divining the coil. So this is what I'm just doing. You just have to start ventilating. This video is not a ventilation tutorial. It's just to show you how the coiling, how to achieve the coiling air and everything. So you start ventilating. Once again, the patterns I use in this ventilation is a irregular pattern because I don't want I don't want it to look as if, because the person wants it to be like we are creating a woman hair, like a woman hairline. So it has no direction. I'm feeling every hole in a irregular direction. So I'll go slant in this way, I'll go slant the other way, I'll go using between method, I'll use fill up method. So I'm just combining a lot of method together to get this realistic hairline. So all you have to do now is to ventilate, and you can just enjoy the process of the ventilation, and I'm coming back to see you. So before I go, if you are liking this video, if this video is adding value to you, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to this Amibu channel, where we dish out knowledge for free. And I have a detailed online class on airline customization. You can check it out. I just posted it a few days ago and you will love it. We're coming back. So we are done with the air. This is how the ventilation looks like. So because we are divining a 4C coiling airline on a straight wig, right? So this is how the coil is looking. You can see that it's very full, yes, because this is what the client wants, and she wants this particular type of airline, and that is what we're doing in this video. So all you want to do now is to start divining the core, and this place is where the work really the works begin. So after you ventilate the coiling airline, so mind you, I use the kinky air, but this air is a raw air, is a raw kinky air. So we're going to be making use of our coilala, the coiling materials we're going to be using. So I'm using coilala to divine the coils. All you want to do now is to moisturize the air with water so that the coils will pump out, and this will make the definition of the coils look very nice. So I'm going to go in with a brush so that it will make the air more softer, and you can see that the coils is already coming out. And yeah, this is what you see even when you use a good type of coils for your airline. And this side I've not even applied my coil the coils, the vial and everything. So this is how it's looking like. So from this space you have to make sure you detangle the air very well, because your ventilation, because of the cuticles and everything, it might not align. So this is what I'm actually doing. So for this side, this is how it's looking like. This particular client, she said she would divine the coils by herself. So but for those of you that, so I could not cut it, so for those of you that want to divine it by yourself, you can see what I'm doing now. You use your take home to to scrape the short end down like this. You can see what I'm doing here. Then you now cut the longer one, so that will give you that small coily 4C airline. So all you want to do now is to cut the long one, but this is how I'm going to send it to the client. She's going to do that by herself. You can just apply mousse, and you can apply mousse so that the coils will look more stronger and better. So I've come to the end of the video. This is all you have to do now, is because the client said she'll cut out the coils herself, so we're packing it like that. This is my brand Nick and Debbie. So you can follow us for more exciting. If you need ventilation work, we are there. If you need wigging work, we are there. And thanks for staying tuned. I love you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Thanks for staying tuned. You can watch my other video to gain more values. Bye bye. See you in my next video. I love you.